What's going on, man? What's going on, family? Salute, 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 salute. Family, peace and blessings to the tribe, man. Peace and blessings to the tribe, man. Let's go ahead and let's get right into it, man. Let's go ahead and crank up our little war shit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get right. Let's crank up our little war shit. You hear me?
And remember, they said it. Now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you're now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. Please listen, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please listen, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please listen, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now. Now watching the Telescope channel. 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 I'm the Telescope. Now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. Please let's subscribe now. Like, share, subscribe now. Please let's subscribe now. Like, share, subscribe now. Please let's subscribe now. Like, share, subscribe now. Like, share, subscribe now. Like, share, subscribe now. Now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. Remember they said it, I'm speaking on it. And remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you're now watching the Telescope channel. 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 Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now. Now watching the Telescope channel. 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 I'm the Telescope. Now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now. Now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. Remember they said it, I'm speaking on it. And remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you're now watching the Telescope channel. 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 Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now. Now watching the Telescope channel. 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 I'm the Telescope. Now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe. Please let's subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now, like, share, subscribe now. Now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. You're now watching the Telescope channel. Remember they said it, I'm speaking on it. And remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you're now
Right,
watching
let's get to it. Let's get to it.
now watching the Telescope channel. 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 And remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. And remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. And remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you're now
Yeah,
watching
let's
the
give me a
Telescope
moment. Let's
channel.
give me a moment to get it right.
Now watching the Telescope channel. Now watching the Telescope channel.
Telescope channel.
Now
Hey, now watching the Telescope channel. Let's get it, man. Hey, we in this thing, man. Remember, man, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching Telescope channel. Let's get into it. So, first off, man, I want to get into this whole BTB Savage thing, and then we're gonna get into the Young, get back to where we left off yesterday. But I actually was listening to some of the brother music, and as I was listening to some of the music, I seen this brother said something that kind of stood out to me. Also, salute to Sko salute to Sko, man. I think it's Show No Sko. Salute to Show No Sko. I think his name is bro. Bro be on beat, man. I gotta go check out his channel. Let me pronounce his name the right way, because I just call it Sko. I'm saying I don't really know the actual channel. I just call it Sko. Yeah, Sko No Show. I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? Sko No Show. Yeah, that's his name. So wait, hold on. Let me get his name. Okay. Just say no to Sko. That's his name, bro. Just say no to Sko, dog. Salute to Just Say No to Sko, bro. Salute to that brother, man. Real nigga, dog. For real. I can see it. I already know it. You know what I'm saying? You know, real recognize real, man. But salute to that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He got his own little motion going on. So salute to that brother, man. Keep on doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, young brother. Nah. Getting straight into it, to this whole BTB Savage little ordeal. I'm gonna play. It's a part in this song that he has. It's called Wire Fraud Part 2, and I'm gonna play a part that he says about his mom that really stood out to me, right? Because when the chain initially went missing and the money went missing, and she was like, just turn the money in. I mean, just turn the chain in for his kids. And we ain't worried about nothing else, just turning chains in. Everybody would say she was dry snitching and stuff like that. People were saying, like, you know what, Mom Dukes want some of that dirty money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming to believe that she kind of knew what he was doing, right? I'm starting to believe that she knew what he was doing, but this brother was real bold and brazen. Y'all check this out, and then we're gonna get to the main topic of the day. But y'all check this out. This is BTB Savage right here. And this is what he says about his mom. Y'all listen to this.
Fraud on a business banking card. He refers to them before. Then, an alert, someone set up online banking and wire transfer.
It was me. I logged in, put that wire on right when you fell asleep. MSR with the blank card.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I must say it is right. Now the beat is catchy. Let's get it.
Proxy when I'm talking to my hacker overseas. I got escrow, I got CCs. Log into my MetaMask, trying to swipe some BNB. On vacation, seen the ops, trying to flip that BNB. Pull up on her ride.
So we see that this young brother was not innocent. He was with the shits. Let's get it.
Yeah, Photoshop everything. When them phones clear, I'ma take them straight to Maylene. Yeah. I'm trying to walk down. Fuck a drive by. And it still fuck the ops. Send them up like high fives. Niggas ask for loans cause they broke. Nigga, not I. Nigga, close the blind, shut the lights. This is swipe house. My uncle can't even try.
So look, he's getting it in now. He's letting everybody know that he's living that lifestyle. He's a stepper. Not only is he a stepper, but he's a scammer. This brother is very brazen with this shit. I ain't gonna lie, like most scammers don't really come out and say shit like this, and say things like of this sort. Legend has it, or not even say legend has it. One of the interviews I seen, I'll probably pull it up later on, but one of the interviews I seen, it said that he was throwing out blank checks at the shows. Okay, let's get it.
I'm trying to swipe for large amounts. We're trying to make the league. Seen the racks and took a different route. I was 16, cracking cars at my mama's house. She like, boy, what you doing? You can get your ass out. Give her ass a dub. Why you tripping? This shit my house. She look.
Listen, so he said he was 16. He was cracking cards, living in his mama's house. His mama say, boy, what you doing? You can get your ass out. Show the ass a dub. Then he say he seen a big smile. Come on now, listen.
Looked at me, then I seen a big smile. And it switches for the ops.
Listen to this.
16, cracking cars at my mama's house. She like, boy, what you doing? You can get your ass out. Give her ass a dub. Why you tripping? This shit my house. She looked down and looked at me, then I seen a big smile. And it
So right there, that let me know, man, mama can be bought. Now, I ain't trying to put nothing out there, but this is what the son said. So remember, this channel is primarily about, like they said it, we speaking on it, you know what I'm saying? So this was already out there to the world before his untimely demise. And even before this whole case and all this. So I'm just speaking on what's already out there, right? I just happen to do my homework, right? I just happen to be one of the people that did my homework. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I feel like Mama can be bought in the BTB Savage situation when they said they stole the chain, they rampaged the house after killing his brother. They put 72 shots in the car, you know what I'm saying? Rampaged the house and then took his chains and allegedly 200K. Now the chain got sent back, but the 200K never did, right? Now my thing is if that is the case, why would he say something like this about his mother in the previous song before his untimely death? Y'all check this out. Look.
Ass out, gave her ass a dub. Why you tripping? This shit my house. She looked at I was 16, cracking cars at my mama house. She like, boy, what you doing? You can get your ass out. Gave her ass a dub. Why you tripping? This shit my house. She looked down and looked at me. Then I seen a big smile. And the switches for the
Now, what y'all think about that? I don't think nobody pointed that out. Nobody has not pointed that out. Yeah, I do my homework. I love the hip hop. I love the music game. Right? I do my homework when I talk about these type of stories. RP BTB Savage once again. And I know his mom is still grieving, so I'm not trying to attack her for the people that's gonna say, you know, why would you post that? Why would you put that up? Why would you point that out? I'm just doing journalism and just trying to, like, you know, be savvy and show people that I'm actually doing my homework and not just talking about these situations. A lot of people just go watch other videos and say what the other person just said. You know what I'm saying? And that's becoming annoying. And I don't want the black content space to get like the rap game. You feel me? So I actually do my homework, right? As I'm watching this whole situation, this whole ordeal, you feel me? I'm like, man, like it sounds like Mama can be bought, bro. And everybody has a price, right? That's what they say. Everybody has a price. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be so bold and brazen about putting this out, like putting this song out, like even with the intro, like listen to the intro.
It was New Year's Eve when he got a text about possible fraud on a business banking card. He had received the month before. Then an alert someone set up online banking and wire transfer.
It was me. I logged in, put that wire on right when you fell asleep. MSR with the
So he said he logged in and put the wire out right when the nigga fell asleep. So like nigga feel like they slipping, you know, you don't even if it is $1 million, it's even if you only got like let's say $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 out of the whole thing, right? And you dropped $1 million and you only got you dropped 1.2 and you only got like let's say 250, you only got 300K, right? This brother that you dropped that in his account, he still got to take that $1 million loss. That shit is in his name. So who the hell finna take $1 million loss? And I mean, right now, man, that's up in the air. That could have been anybody, man. You know, anybody could have hit that car up. But I see, you know, a lot of people just hopping around. And I like that because I'm doing something that's innovative. I'm doing something that's prosperous. We inviting people to, you know, latch on to other things other than hip hop, like, you know, put pop culture and hip hop culture inside of your videos and your lives and stuff like that. Most definitely talk about it, but let's talk about something else other than, you know, the average stuff that we see, right? I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all know I always drop the link, but I'm gonna drop the link right here so y'all can join. And if y'all feel, you know, y'all feel like y'all got the courage to speak on what I'm talking about, you know, y'all can join. We just picking up from where we left off yesterday because unfortunately I wasn't unable to come back. I had some things to do and it would have just kind of been pointless for me to just, you know, come on back at that point in time. It would have been pointless because I would have only been able to scream for another 20 minutes before I had to go, you know, work and do what I gotta do. So I want y'all to be able to check this out. We 14 minutes in. Trying to keep track of time. 14 minutes in. Let me share this right here. I want us to get back into exactly where we were yesterday. So yesterday we was watching this, and I seen how Dana was like cheesing so hard when she seen Judge Joe Brown. When she seen Baby Blue, aka also known as now Big Money Blue. You know, but then look at that smile on Dana's face. I ain't never see Dana so happy, man. Dana don't be smiling like that when the judge be on her. You know, maybe the judge, you know, you probably be getting on her nerves and shit like that. She gotta, tell him, remind him when to take his medicine, calm down, stuff like that. But salute to the judge, man, the honorable judge, man. But Dana looked like she was glowing right here, man. Dana was glowing right here. The real Dana, salute to the real Dana. Dana with the data, y'all go check her out, man. Go subscribe to her channel. As a matter of fact, let me subscribe again to her other channel. Sub up. So we just subbed up to Dana. Let's go ahead and watch this, man. Y'all make sure y'all sub up to her channel.
Let's see. Even we're live.
Let me get back into the part where he was talking about.
It's to write your gangster album. You know what I'm saying? I'm in
This is
prison.
the part when he was talking about like when he got locked up.
$1 million PPP loan scam, right? He got caught up in a PPP. But me and him would talk behind the scenes, and technically you were a victim.
I was a victim.
Right. And not trying to scam the federal government, because there were some scammers, but it wasn't you. So can you just, whatever you could say about it?
Elaborate on it?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, I was doing some consulting for this record company, and the record company was owned by a sports agency, and these guys would basically coerce the football players to get.
Okay, so we seen that part. I want to see the judge response to what he had to say, because I think the judge look at the judge looking like, yeah. Okay, nigga, I don't believe you. I think you knew. I believe you knew. The judges
Can't kill. They just arrested everybody, indicted everybody, sentenced everybody. They didn't do that.
Come on, Negro. You think you talking to
the accountant say, well, what's this $200 and something $1,000 chunk missing? I'm like, that's what I paid the dude who did the. He say, oh no, you can't do that.
The judge,
that was a PPP loan. That's fraud. You can't get him no money.
You really going for it? You really buying this?
He just did your paperwork, put you straight through. He FaceTimed me. When he FaceTimed me, he showed me the computer screen. He say, see, there go your loan right there. We just put you in, right? I'm like, all right. So he say, I want you to meet the guy. So he made me go meet this dude. When I go meet the dude is like, yeah, man, we can handle all of your finances and everything. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm trying to buy this car and put COVID-19 on the license plate. I just made $250,000 selling face masks. It's like, fuck you money, right? Excuse my language. So I tell him that. He's like,
not Trump, but Obama Confederate was caught up with that mortgage stuff. They tried to do this to the studio, some clients of mine I had back when I was practicing law, same kind of thing. They'll dump on you. It used to be interesting how we get out of it. Look, man, you've got 28 people in here, 7 you've named my client as the ringleader. Did you notice he's the only black man? Did you expect somebody black to figure this out for all these folks? Well, gee, that is the point, and I'd always win that way. Well, would your guy mind testifying in front of a grand jury? No, he wouldn't. But you see, they do that. And the other thing is the feds are enabled to do this kind of thing where they try to coerce people and get leverage through them and just get folk out of the way. That's thanks to your president right now. Joe Biden and Eastland and Stennis came up with this in Byrd 40 years ago that allowed these sham prosecutions to go with basically ambush results. So it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Wait, hold on. Before we even, I don't even want to keep on sharing this. I'm gonna get us a break right quick. Hold on. Let's get to this. Salute to Cricket TV, man. I believe his name is Cricket TV. We're gonna go get the name as well, man. Sub up to his channel as well. Cricket Star, man. Salute to Cricket Star. Let's sub up, subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that bing, hit that notification bell. Should probably hit the notification bell, I think all, right? Let's go ahead and watch this, man. YouTube is fair use and educational purposes, so let's get it in, man. Let's build some context.
Mobile Coin's chief product officer, Bob Lee, was founded dead in San Francisco. At 2:35 a.m. on Tuesday, the the San Francisco Police Department was called to the area of the 300 block of Main Street in Soma in reference to an attack. He was rushed to the hospital, but he couldn't recover from his wounds. The victim was identified as 43-year-old Bob Lee by NBC Bay Area shortly after the attack. An official statement from MobileCoin was delivered to Bloomberg and ABC 7 News to confirm the news. Bob Lee spent the first few years of Android's development at Google, where he worked on the platform's fundamental libraries before joining MobileCoin. After that, he started working on the Android app for Square, the payment business that would eventually transform into Block. He not only invented Cash App, but also served as the company's first chief technology officer. Bob Lee, also known by his nickname Crazy Bob, was a software company investor. SpaceX, Clubhouse, Tile, Figma, Fair, Orchid, Addressable, Mana, Ticket Ferry, Gowalla, Asha, Safox, NetSwitch, Found, and others are just some of the companies he backed, as listed on his LinkedIn.
Listen, man, this man had his hands in a lot of stuff. Did y'all hear all of that stuff? Let me rewind it, man. Did y'all hear all that stuff that he just named? Like, this dude had his hands in a lot of stuff. So I'm not surprised that he was like, like a lot of people saying that he was knocked off and he was assassinated and deleted. But, I'm not surprised that that happened to him because, with no security, it's 444. Y'all say a prayer. God, thank you for everybody that's watching the show and anybody that's seen it at this point in time. May the angels surround them. May you encamp your angels around them to share their family and their loved ones. May you have a prosperous and productive day. Amen. We're going to do something simple. We're not going to go long-winded. All right, so for the most part, this brother had his hands in a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And just to, be one of the people that had their hands tied in the Square or into a MobileCoin, any of these companies, these corporations, who's to say that some of these corporations didn't like the percentage that he had and wanted to get him out? He didn't agree on something and they wanted to get him out of the company. I mean, it's just so many angles you can take with this. Let's check it out.
Square and Cash App have Bob to thank for their success. Jack Dorsey, CEO of Block, referred to himself on Nostril as an STL man. I'm shocked by the news of Crazy Bob's passing. When we first met in the summer of 2006, he didn't bat an eye when I told him I was just 14. We quickly became tech nerds who discussed programming at length. Throughout the years, we kept in touch, and he became an early Figma backer. Dylan Field, CEO of Figma, expressed his sadness over the loss of its founder on Twitter. That's so sad. I recall Bob's program that creates random numbers. While there are numerous solutions in a wide variety of languages, Bob's code is in Java, yet uses sophisticated backtracking techniques to obtain the best speed. Intimad said on Hacker News. The San Francisco Police Department has been silent about the investigation and has not made any arrests. Bob Lee was the founder of Cash App, a popular mobile payment service. However, his sudden death.
I feel like this guy is like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like this guy is like had ties that we don't really know about, and unfortunately, somebody came to collect those ties.
Death shocked the world. Bob Lee's death and its connection to Cash App quickly became a hot topic.
Let's check this out. So I actually, like before, remember I told you I don't really listen to Tucker Carlson, but he actually said something that I thought that was, he said something that was profound, and he said that the U.S. dollar won't last to stand the test of time because of what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, you have people over their percentage in their stake in crypto. Then you have people dumping currency, like dumping U.S. currency immediately. Then you also have our government, right, that is Joe Biden going into Russian accounts and Russian currency that has like U.S. pretty much people that work for U.S. dollars that stay in Russia, their money seized, their money's frozen. I don't think that's right. I don't think that that's civil or moral. You know what I'm saying? Just people hard earned money. So if they'll do that to them and test it out on them, what the hell you think they'll do to us? Um, Salute to KTL. KTL 5 is where we're gonna watch a little bit of this content. Let's share it now. As we share this, let's see. I want to get straight to it.
Extremely unfortunate. After posting several cryptic tweets that led to speculation to the death.
I want to see what he said. His tweets. So this young brother passed away. This is a crypto mogul, Bitcoin mogul. Okay, so says the CIA and Mossad, I don't know who that is, and the pedo elite are running some kind of sex trafficking, entrapment, blackmail ring. And I've seen, I'm gonna start right there just to get some context. I've seen a movie, and what's the saying? Art is based on reality. Reality is not based on art. Okay, I believe that's the saying. So I've seen a movie where, and it just came out on Netflix. I believe so. They're blackmailing people and like calling people's phones. And, oh, it's called. I believe it's called Luther. I think it's called Luther. They're blackmailing people, and this officer, he get out of jail and he sees people like killing themselves and stuff like that, and deleting themselves or whatever the case may be. And he comments on who he think it is, who he think the perpetrator is. Now, kind of find out it's a dude that's the dude that's making these people do this is blackmailing people all along, and he's the one that blackmailed somebody to put him away in prison. That's what the cop find out. Long story short, it's intelligence and people that's up in high ranking power that have information on your camera, right, for your laptop when you're not on it and you're not live. People can hack into your laptop, people can hack into your phone, hack into your TV, and they can watch what you're doing, whether you're having sexual encounters with your wife, you may be having sexual encounters with a transformer or another man of the same sex or whatever you want to say. You may be cheating or doing something, heinous to a child or something like that, and they can get on your phone or your TV screen or the hotel TV screen where you're located and see what you're doing, right? So that's what this movie was all about, blackmailing. So to see him say that the CIA and the Mossad and the pedo elites are running some kind of sex trafficking, entrapment, blackmail ring out of Puerto Rico and Caribbean islands, that's spooky in itself. Now, another thing that I cued in on that really caught my attention, Puerto Rican and Cuban and Caribbean islands. The Bahamas, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Bahamas for whatever reasons. The guidelines and the laws out there, it allows people to, go through a lot of big loopholes, not little small tiny loopholes, but a lot of big loopholes that, most Americans or most people don't really find, legal, don't find that it's okay to do that. So that stood out to me when he said the Caribbean islands. He said, they are going to frame me with a laptop planted by my ex-girlfriend who was a spy. They will torture me to death to my deletion or whatever the case is. That's crazy that this brother was saying that before he, got deleted, man. Like, for me, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think that he's telling the truth. I don't think that this is not cryptic in none of the sense of the word. This is not cryptic at all. I don't think that he made a mistake by putting this out. This was strategic. It was methodical. It was thought out. You know what I'm saying? And just to see, a message like this is alarming, man. Let's get it.
Tweets that led to speculation to the death, to the circumstances of his death. Nikolai Mushegian founder of Maker, MakerDAO, an autonomous protocol that facilitates borrowing, lending, and savings, was found dead in San Juan, Puerto Rico on November 1st. The 29-year-old's body was retrieved from the ocean fully clothed with his wallet and other personal belongings still intact.
So they didn't even take the
Yes,
money.
people are questioning this all over social media, Instagram, Reddit, all over the place. And it's just a little fishy, but
Just like he said, that's a little fishy. That's how we know that, this brother was a big fish. That's how we know that he was taken out strategically and purposely. They didn't take none of the Bitcoin, none of the money that was in his pocket. Come on, man. Any poor person, like a lot of these dudes that are passing away, I was thinking the same thing about the guy, Bob Lee, aka Crazy Bob. I was thinking like, yo, like why did he offer them like 500,000 in crypto or whatever? Come to find out he was only worth 10 million. So that's another thing to think about. Like, why would they take out somebody that's worth only 10 million? That's not really no money. But it could be his share in the company. A lot of people don't understand that. It could be you can have $10 million and be worth $10 million, but you can have share in the company, in these companies, 2% shares, 3% shares. That share still has the meaning. It has a say so, and without your say so or your the proper representation, nothing can go down. So, and I think that's I see a lot of black people covering this. I think that's what they fail to realize. Like when it comes to this, when a corporation goes public and you have to have board meetings and stuff like that, people got to sit down and talk about these things. You can't just make decisions alone by yourself. So that's why you see a lot of people taking the LLC route and stuff like that, because you can do DBAs and talk about like stuff that's like outside. You could sign people to the LLC and do whatever you want and talk about business deals without having your partner there and present. But when you have a corporation, S corp or whatever, things are running a little bit different, man. You gotta have a board meeting, you gotta have all type of stuff. So, just seeing all of this, and then when I seen that brother Bob Lee pass away, man, I thought to myself, I said, this brother was just in too deep, man. He was in way too deep, and they wanted to get him out of the way, primarily for FedNow, but he probably had stakes and shares in different companies. He probably took less money because, like, a man can only spend so much money. So he probably took the 10 million cash or whatever, or the 10 million, in I guess upfront assets. But the shares in the company that he had, that's not being mentioned, obviously, because that would bring the light to reasons to and motives to take him out. But let's see what this FedNow program is, man. And like I said, we played this yesterday. This came out 2 years ago, which I felt like was like a lie. But the Federal Reserve new instant payment system, FedNow, to launch in July, right? It's amazing that this brother got killed in April and he's Cash App and they all launching something that's so similar to Cash App, but it's called FedNow, so that the feds can watch every dollar that's being made. Every dollar that's being made, every dollar that's going through
working 50 hours a week,
going on, so
that structure.
I mean that's more so strategic on their end, just like they're trying to deplete Russia.
July 2023, they're going
freeze their American dollars that's being made over them, take the Apple stores out of their countries and stuff like that to depreciate the value of the company and try to hurt the country. I mean, depreciate the value of the country and try to hurt the country, not the company. Sorry. I think that they'll do the same thing to their own people, right, to themselves, and it shows. America is in an uproar right now, from the school shootings and the mass shootings to how people conduct themselves in public settings, to racial beliefs and racial conversations and disputes and stuff like that over Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse, social media platforms. It just shows that America is not one with each other. We're on a shortage of police officers. Police officers don't want to work for the police force because the union is not paying them enough, or it's too corrupt and crooked. Our vets in our army, we don't have vets like the old days. Like when your granddaddy fought, my granddaddy and his granddaddy fought. People are more so like sad that they even joined the army. Afraid to say that, like, I want to go get in the army and I'm gonna be fighting for this country because they questioning like, damn, will I be fighting for the right thing? You know what I'm saying? Will I be fighting for the right thing, or am I just being led like a sheep? You know what I'm saying? So people are questioning these things, man. But FedNow instant payment system set to launch in July, man. Let's get into it.
To launch this. It's essentially a payment program that will allow.
As a matter of fact, also as well, man, you guys make sure you go check out CoinDash, man. Salute to this channel, and that's where we're getting this content from. YouTube, just fair use and educational purposes. Hope you guys enjoy the content, man. Remember, they said, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you're now watching Telescope channel.
Banks and others to move dollars through the Federal Reserve System very, very quickly. It's not quite a CBDC, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a second, but it's a step in that direction where you're able to move and settle and clear dollars very quickly through the financial system. For now, it's mainly going to be between the Federal Reserve and financial intermediary program for quite a while, and it's kind of an inauspicious moment for it to launch. I really want to get your take on this. I want to see the tinfoil hat come out. I want to see it all.
Okay, I'll put on my tinfoil hat for you. So, I mean, when we're looking at a system like this, there's a couple of different.
And the funny thing that when people say they're gonna put in a tinfoil hat, right? People come across and saying like they're gonna put in a tinfoil hat or be on some conspiracy type stuff. It just seems like they're telling the truth, honestly. At this point in time, in this day and time, for the last few years, it's just been seeming like when people say they're gonna put in a tinfoil kufi hat, they're gonna literally tell what they're thinking about and what everybody else is thinking. So let's get to it.
Things here. First off, people clearly.
We'll see if he thinks like us, and he sounds like he's going to start off thinking like us. Like people clearly see that you're trying to take cash away from us. So let's get it.
A system like this, there's a couple of different things here. First off, people clearly want instant transactions, right? One of the things that's characterized our banking system, though, is that it really is built on top of the commercial banks. Even the Federal Reserve actually has shareholders, which are the commercial banks, which is how it maintains its so-called independence from sort of the rest of the political, financial, et cetera system. Since sort of the beginning of the cryptocurrency era, we've seen this push to make it so that the traditional financial system actually works a lot closer to how the cryptocurrency systems work in terms of the speed by which you're able to make these types of transfers. I remember when I started talking about Bitcoin back in 2012, it used to take something like 6 days for a wire transfer to move from one place to another. And that wasn't because of technical limitations. That was because each of the banks, sort of each day, a different bank collects interest from essentially holding it overnight based on the overnight interest rate. And so there's a mismatch, not in terms of technical capabilities, but in terms of behavioral and sort of incentive stuff, right? The banks.
So see, I said this last time, but I said like 10 minutes. He probably said on the long term, on the long end, like six days or whatever for like a big wire, big wire. I don't know how much that was, whatever that transfer was, how much it was, but that probably was like a large amount of money for it to be 6 days, right? Or either he had like some crazy complications. I don't know if he was betting somebody's card or, whatever the case may be. But I'm thinking that it probably had to be like something like where it's like a large amount of money. That's why it took so long. But the thing with this is, and I say this, I'm almost at 5%. Let me throw this baby on the charger before it dies on me. So I'm kind of in the field of thinking that, he may be right in the sense of like it does take long and people do want faster transactions. But like I said, like 10 minutes for certain transactions, 15 minutes, 30 minutes for certain transactions, maybe even up to an hour or a day for certain transactions, right? Yeah, people want instant money, but the thing that comes with that instant money is they're watching it, they're taxing it. Like he said, they're trying to get interest on it. That's why the bank was holding it for so long, because they're trying to get interest on the money. So now they're trying to cut out the banks, which we know if you cut out the banks and they can't get their interest on that money, what's the point of even holding it? So we don't gotta hold y'all money. That's why we create FedNow. We don't. They don't gotta. The banks gotta hold your money, and that's why the government's creating FedNow. Then once the government creates FedNow, and it's obviously launching in July. So once the government creates that and it's launching successfully and functionally, right? they know all of your transactions. They know, how much porn you're watching. They know how much cheeseburgers you're eating. They know if you're cheating on your diet and how many Apple Watches you bought. You know what I'm saying? iPhones you bought or whatever, and then paid for, stuff like that. So, um, they really own us. I think that they want to know every detail of society. They're not just governing us anymore. They're more so studying us. And I don't think that would America be a free country and not so free, but said to be free. With America being a free country, I think the American people, the old-fashioned American people, still believe that, like, we were said to be free, supposed to be free. I feel like you should be watching us as much as you are, and it's like a real big, rabbit hole in the cycle that, the black folk think that they're free. They ain't really free, and your average old white boy think that he better than the black boy, but he ain't free either by his own government. His own government that he praises, he ain't free either. So it's all a big game. But let's get back into this man and I guess and hear what he has to say. Let's go.
Overnight based on the overnight interest rate. And so there's a mismatch, not in terms of technical capabilities, but in terms of behavioral and sort of incentive stuff, right? The banks don't have an incentive to move your money any faster than you are willing to tolerate because they can collect interest on that capital while it is in transit. And so we saw after Bitcoin came out and started demonstrating people would say, oh, you could send a transfer in 1 day, in 1 hour. Then suddenly the banking system sped up a lot. Within the next 3 years, we saw kind of this push towards that. And this is a continuation of trend for me. The interesting part about this is that, as you said, this is something that right now applies to banks, but it's something that there's not really a reason why it couldn't apply to normal people and couldn't apply to payment systems more broadly. The question is, does the US government, does the US sort of power structure want to support a commercial banking sector that has a lot of power? Because they do in our system today. This
is exactly what I said. This is for the banks. It's an attack at the banks. And obviously, if you attack the banks, man, like, the economy gonna go down. We're already going through something with this. Let me pull this up real quick. We're already going through something with this whole Taiwan. I mean, not Taiwan, but this whole yuan replacing the dollar and stuff like that. So, like, even with this, look at this. We showed this yesterday. The uniting of this right here, and then when they create BRIC, once they unite this right here, two sides agree to exchange ways of resuming flights. And this right here is the Saudi Arabians and the Iran ties. This came out of nowhere, right? This is left field. The Americans didn't even see this coming. You know what I'm saying? If they would have, then things probably be a little bit different as far as how they conducted themselves, especially Joe Biden. But knowing Joe Biden, he probably would have still conducted himself. He probably would have forgot, and still conducted himself the same way that he was initially going to do. So he probably would have still been in the same situation. But it's something that I wanted to show you guys real quick. Let me actually go here. Let me go here real quick. Yeah, like we already know what y'all doing, man. Like, it should just baffle me that they think that, like, the American people is like just so stupid. It's crazy. And like I said, once again, man, I don't know, man. Tucker Carlson, he been on the road. I don't really listen to Tucker Carlson like that. I just like literally when y'all see me on screen playing him, that's when I started listening to him like that. And he been on the road, man. So he has some story about the Transformers or whatever. I was gonna actually pull up, but I want to play this right quick though. So let me play this right quick because this is what everybody is talking about. Now you ain't worried about this. You better be worried about it because you got any type of American dollar, and that shit ain't gonna be worth the goddamn paper it's printed on. Once goddamn Young done with it, let's get it. So what happens? Look, let me ask y'all. What happens when you let's say you have $50,000 in your bank account, you have $12,000 in your bank account. What happens when you go to your bank account to go withdraw? Let's say $1,000. You go to walk into the bank and take out $2,500 or whatever, right? And then
Nana goes for China.
you got the reason why you gonna take this money, but what happens when all of the banks are closed or all of the, you know what I'm saying? All of your money is frozen. What happens then? What do you do then? Right? You got all of your money in the bank. And then for the dope boys with your money in the shoebox, right? What do you do? What happens when you go buy something at the store, go try to go buy a TV, your $20 bill ain't worth shit no more. We ain't taking that.
Nana boost for China. Its currency surpassed the US dollar for the first time this week. It makes yuan the most traded foreign currency on Moscow exchange. The tensions with the West has pushed Russian economy closer to China, and according to data, on Monday, a total of 64,900 yuan ruble transactions were completed, with the volume.
Hey, look, y'all make sure look at that number. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. You're not watching the Telescope channel. Remember they said it, now I'm speaking on it. Salute to this platform. Going to get a maybe little praise or whatever, so I don't get knocked down. They like to play. Juan. Salute to Juan. Right? Y'all go subscribe and check it out, man. YouTube is for use and educational purposes. Now, let's check this out. The yuan overtakes the US dollar in Moscow exchange, right? The yuan, the ruble transaction, 64,000, almost, let's say roughly estimated 65,000, right? And that's 30 on the US dollar, 30,000, almost a little over half, right? Almost a little over half. So you can say easily, and people don't even really know about what's going on right now. So if you're watching this, you're a little ahead. You know what I'm saying? The link is in the chat. Y'all can join if y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to get some insight, y'all know a little bit about what's going on. But already immediately before people even knowing about what's happening to the US dollar, the yuan and their currency is already more than halfway above the US dollar, right? And I'm gonna play this through, and I'm finna let y'all find out about BRIC, because a lot of people don't know about BRIC. But we just did Fed now, and I'm showing y'all the yuan. We're gonna get on BRIC next. Check it out.
Volume of trading reaching over $1 billion, whereas the US dollar ruble pair recorded only 29,500 transactions, and the spot trading totaled over $1 billion. On Tuesday as well, strong yuan ruble trading continued, though at slightly lower level. Russia has been forced to settle for more transactions in yuan after being hit with Western financial sanctions for invading Ukraine. Moscow became the third largest market for offshore yuan transactions in August, accounting for over 4% of total yuan payments. Hong Kong and the United Kingdom topped the list. However, the yuan still remains far behind the dollar and other major currencies like the euro when it
They said they're gonna settle the debt half in ruble, half in yuan. That means that we don't even want y'all money, because once we put y'all in debt for the money that y'all in debt for, y'all been funding our rivals for the longest. So once we put y'all in debt, right, we gonna change the currency so y'all money don't even mean shit. Look how strategic that Putin and these people are, man. This shit is methodical. It's not something that just happened overnight. Okay? This ain't no YouTube beefs and stuff like that. This is something that's been thought out over years and years and years and years to come, right? Generations, probably generations before you. Now, they've already thought that they're gonna change, they're gonna unite the Sunni Muslims and Iran and these people and change the currency on the US as the turn the tables of time, man. So all you motherfuckers that's been watching, been on your been watching Tubi and on your Roku TV with your feet kicked up in the AC, that shit finna change, man. That's changing. You know, times is different. Now, for those of you that see what's going on, right? They said you're gonna pay us back half in ruble and half in yuan. Now, if the American dollar goes down, how the hell are we going to afford that? If the value of the yuan and the ruble don't went up. Not only that, the value of the euro is valued at more than the U.S. dollar. I mean, like the U.S. dollar might be like Venezuela money, man. If it comes down to it, honestly, man, things is looking real spooky, man. It's looking spooky for the U.S. I'm not gonna lie, it is. It's looking spooky for us, and I don't know why, but I think that I do know why. It's because of Joe Biden. Let's put a name on the villain. It's because of Joe Biden. Let's be honest. It is. Y'all check this out. So for those of you who don't know what BRIC is, right? Let's check this out. It's a short, so we'll just watch this. It's 4 months ago.
What is BRICS? BRICS, or Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is a group of 5 leading emerging economies. BRICS emerged in 2001 as BRIC and was later joined by South Africa in 2010. The group became a formal geopolitical entity from 2009 onwards, with summits and coordination of policies. The BRICS countries account for around 27% of the world's land surface and approximately 42% of the global population. The grouping is considered a competitor to.
Do you understand that that's almost half of the population? Do you understand that? Do you understand that Russia not only they don't even need, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit that we sell like Instagram and Apple phones. They actually have like natural resources like gas, oil, wheat, rice, things of these sorts. So they're gonna survive without the sanctions. You know what I'm saying? They put sanctions on these people and then froze their money, man. You know what I'm saying? What making you think that they're gonna do? They're not gonna do the same thing in July. I'm telling you, people, man. Look, you gonna see motherfuckers burning that cash to keep warm. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see people turning in their TVs to go get credit balances. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have a doctor come on the show. The doctor was me and the doctor we pretty cool. We was talking about how what is it? We're talking about how they're going to start making currency off of like how good you behave, right? So if you go out and go do something that's wrong, you know, illegitimate, your points will go down. So your currency will go down. So eventually, obviously, you'll go to be incarcerated, go to jail or whatever. They can lock you up, whatever. But if you behave good, you get points for behaving good, going to work, doing things of that sort, driving in the right lane. This is going to become. This is what they're trying to make this shit. This is what they see the future as being. We're not being governed, bro. People, we're not being governed. You know what I'm saying? Let me let y'all know that we're not being governed. You are being studied. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand that. Now, let's get back into what BRICS is. And this is a short video, so
to the G7 bloc,
watch
with
another one.
competing institutions and initiatives in the areas of development economics, financial reserves, currencies, and payments. What is BRICS? BRICS, or Brazil, Russia, India, China,
We'll
and South
watch another one because South Africa, just to see, all right, this is 2 years ago, BRICS, right? What is BRICS? BRICS explain. Let's go. Salute to economics in action.
The Fort Lauderdale
Economics in action, man. Salute, salute, salute.
International Auto Show is now open. Bring your family and friends to the.
Now make sure y'all go sub up and subscribe to Economics in Action, man. You find out what BRICS is. For those of you who don't know.
Association between some of the world's most powerful nations, the largest and most influential economies, all in one group. Perhaps they even hold annual summits in which they discuss how they cooperate to achieve their respective goals. Now imagine that the United States of America isn't in this group. In fact, neither is Germany, Japan, nor the UK. Confused? Well, don't be. Let me introduce you to the BRICS.
Like the music.
So, who are the BRICS? The BRICS is a political and economic organization between 5 member countries formed back in 2009. In fact, the term BRICS is actually an acronym for the participating nations of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The organization was originally known as BRIC, since South Africa only joined in 2010, and as a result gave the organization a presence on the
This
African
been going
continent.
on, people. This not
So
new.
why
This been
these
going on.
nations and not Finland, New Zealand, or Djibouti? Well, these countries are home to large emerging economies, with perhaps the exception
You Negroes just not finding about this, man. This been going on, man. Let's get it.
of South Africa, and all of them have shown high rates of economic growth in recent decades and are expected to emerge as future powers not just on a regional level, but also a global one. In fact, the term BRIC, then just Brazil, Russia, India, and China, is believed to have been coined by a Goldman Sachs employee back in 2001 as a way to refer to these large emerging markets. But why do these nations get together? What's the point of this international organization? Well, let's find out. There are many different reasons that explain the desire for cooperation between the BRICS nations.
Hey, I'll make sure I hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And perhaps the most important, though, is that of influence. You see, almost all of the large international organizations worldwide have been created by Western economies and allow Western nations to exert their influence through backing each other in economic and diplomatic confrontations. So, if you're a large emerging market that doesn't quite have the influence to sway the likes of the USA or the EU, then one solution is to team up with others. And that's how we've ended up with the BRICS. The BRICS organization, therefore, is a platform in which member nations can come together to cooperate and design their own framework, one that isn't heavily influenced by the Western powers. So perhaps you're now wondering, why should I care about some recently formed international organization that comprises some of the most populous nations on the planet? Well, let me tell you why. The BRICS nations combined are huge. In fact, if they were their own country, they would be by far the most populous state with almost 3.2 billion people in 2000.
Do y'all understand that, man? Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand what's going to happen? Like, I don't think y'all understand what's going to happen. They're coming together to get the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Numbers win wars, man. The more people that we can have fall, and then y'all run out of numbers, we're going to win the war.
2018. That's more than 9 times the population of the USA. And together, its economy in 2018 ranked alongside that of the USA and ahead of the EU with a staggering $20.5 trillion US. All numbers surrounding the BRICS are impressive by nature of the group representing a sizable portion of the global population, and many have predicted that the BRICS nations will overtake the largest Western nations in the upcoming decades, both economically.
Bro, this is the future. I'm telling you, man. This is the future. People get up on this now, man. I'm telling you. Look up on this now. If you don't know about this, look up on it, man. Check out Fed now. Check out what happened to Bob Lee and the other crypto mogul. You know what I'm saying? That was found drowned at the beach in Puerto Rico after putting out that tweet. Check that out, man. He was dating a spy, man. Let's get it.
And politically, therefore being able to shape global governance as the 21st century
We'll
progresses.
just run this video back.
So you may be wondering, what have the BRICS countries achieved so far? Where can their impact be felt?
Take Final Cut Pro to the next level with the ultimate bundle.
All right,
Just
hold on.
$99
I don't know why they be trying to hit the page like that. They be trying to hit us. Hey man, salute to economics, man. Salute to economics, man. Y'all go check out this channel, man, for sure. Great team.
Ever since its first formal summit as a group of 5 nations in April 2011, the BRICS nations have shown their will to cooperate on a variety of issues, ranging from the need for a new global reserve currency, not dominated by these people, to the establishment of a new global financial institution, similar to the IMF and the World Bank. Up until now, the BRICS have been much more successful with the second of these issues, and as of 2014, such institution became a reality. The new global financial institution in question is the BRICS Development Bank, also known as the New Development Bank or the NDB.
Y'all see that?
This new bank's primary objective is to fund infrastructure projects, and with an initial starting capital of $50 billion, it is definitely not a small-scale institution. Headquartered in Shanghai, China, the new development bank had already invested by March 2019 in more than 30 projects, with loans totaling more than $8 billion. And in addition to the NDB, the BRICS have also set up the BRICS Contingent Reserve Arrangement, or CRA, which is the framework intended to protect against global liquidity pressures. The idea being that many emerging economies go through periods of instability as they experience rapid economic liberalization, and the CRA offers a stable hand to protect against such market volatility by offering liquidity and precautionary instruments. All things considered.
So what it seems like to me is they allowed the U.S. to buy damn near like almost $3 billion in real estate just to tell their ass, hell no, we finna change the goddamn currency on y'all. Then look, check this out, people. While y'all looking down in y'all phones and not looking over y'all heads, China had a whole balloon over your head where they trying to surveillance the land ain't finna come take over. Hello.
Considered, and given the relatively short lifespan of the BRICS group, the achievements that the 5 nations have made so far are quite impressive, so much so that other nations have expressed interest in joining the group.
I hit the like button, man. Hit the link you got from this place. Members only. Members only. Let's get
With South Africa formally joining the group in 2010, the idea that the BRICS members are set in stone is up for debate, and many other countries have been knocking on the door, such as Turkey, with its President Erdogan suggesting that the group could change its name to BRICS and allow his country to join. But perhaps the acceptance of South Africa in 2010 is puzzling in itself.
Now, family, this video, I believe this video was made 4 months ago. Let's look at the tag on it. So this video right here was made 2 years ago. Oh my God. This video was made 2 years ago, right? Then you have the earthquake in Turkey. Hello, come on now. Is we up to something or what? I mean, I ain't tripping, but you had the earthquake in Haiti. Then what happened to their president? You see, their president get knocked down by some mercenaries? Mercenaries, right? Okay. I be seeing the mercenaries on GTA and all that shit too. Yeah. Mercenaries, okay. Somebody sent the mercenaries. Who sent the mercenaries? But anyways, by them asking Turkey to join, I mean, bro, when I said that they're gonna be a superpower, them boys out there in Turkey, they gonna shoot and willing to die. I was watching this group of guys called OK Shaheen in Turkey, right? I might pull it up. Let me see. Can I pull it up for y'all? I'm gonna show y'all a little something. This is what I be watching on my spare time. I do watch hunting. You know, I'm out here in Florida. We hog hunt and stuff like that. But these boars are like 3 times the size of a man, right? And let me show y'all something right quick. So just for them to say this, right? And they show the turkey flag. This brother got a turkey flag on his gun, and I'm talking about straight headshots. All he does is shoot boars all day. He pulling them hogs up by the ears. You don't really see a lot of country Negroes pulling no hogs up by the ears. I'm talking about 4-5 pound hunting hogs, man. These hogs is big. Look, check it out. 300-pound hogs, man. These hogs 6 feet, 8 feet, man. Like, I think this out there in Turkey. Yeah, this got to be out there in Turkey. Got to be. I don't think he just Turkey. I think this is out there in their land because everything is there. Look, check it out. Let me see. Show y'all this. I don't know if I can show the hunting and all that, man. That type of stuff. Hold on. Moving a little slow. Y'all bear with me. All right, y'all check this out. Okay, so this brother right here was hunting hogs. Look, this boar, this 300-pound boar attacked this brother. Let me see. Let me go to this page. It's this one gun that he got with that turkey flag on it. Man, that flag. I'm talking about. Every time you see that gun, it's gonna be a headshot. I already know to change it. Okay, this is the video I watched when they pulling the hogs out. Salute to OK Shaheem. Salute to him, man. Salute to him, man. He understand. No, he don't understand me, but he do understand. Check it out. That's how this brother pulled them hogs out with his hands, man. That boy pulling them hogs out with his hands. Look. This is so they can get ready for the hunt here.
Evet, doğa dostu Selçuk arkadaşımız.
The boy got that hog by the ear.
Şu anda kurtarıyor. Yazdık bak ayaklarına bak. Evet.
Look at that thing, man. I ain't gonna lie. See, I don't eat pork no more. I don't eat this animal anymore, right? Initially when I was eating it, I just started to do some research on it. And once I did research on it, I found out that, you know, this animal is what, a mutation between a dog, a cat, and like a rat or something like that. So like just me even looking at it, it just looks so disgusting, man.
Herkes buna mermi atıyor. Dişi. Yürü kalk. Kalk hadi. Evet arkadaşımız.
Oh man, that shit was disgusting, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. But yeah, man, that boy pulled a hog out with his hands, man. Y'all go check out his channel, man. Y'all go check out the boy OK Shaheem, man. He got some good stuff. I'm actually gonna get back to it though, man. I'm gonna start up another stream. This one is already an hour long. I hate to have like long ass streams like that, but I appreciate everybody that came through, that seen what we was talking about. We're gonna get more into it, go more in depth. But what y'all y'all drop it in the comments, man. What y'all thinking about, you know, them 4 years ago? This brother put the video out 4 years ago and said that Turkey was considering joining, and then you see the Turkey earthquake. So what do y'all think about that, right? That's one of my probably biggest points in this video. The Turkey earthquake, and then, you know, the earthquake in Haiti, and then them going over there, you know, and allegedly assassinating the Haitian president over there, man. Now barbecue's taking over. I don't know if barbecue's being paid off or what's going on, if they funding him or whatnot, but now you see barbecue. There's a Haitian dude named Barbecue. If you guys don't know, and not like barbecue that you eat, you know what I'm saying? You take your ass to Haiti, you're gonna get your ass ate up. You know, the barbecue that I'm talking about, this dude is a savage. Okay. This dude is taking lives, mothers, wives, whoever. You know, if you owe money, he is extorting the little shops, like the little bodegas and the shops out there in Haiti and stuff like that. He is extorting them. But like I said, man, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do another video. My major point in this video, hands down, after watching this right here, hold on. Let me share this real quick. Once I seen this part of the video, I immediately said, okay, that's what's going on. So that's why the earthquake in Turkey happened, because all of this got to be explained. Y'all drilling in these countries that y'all feel like y'all can muscle. It's like your little brother, you know. If you feel like you can get over on your little brother, you might take his money, take his, you know what I'm saying? If you're an asshole, which I do feel like as sometimes America is, you know, so you're gonna feel like you can get over on them. And they going over there taking all the resources and trying to capitalize. And I think that's why this happened. 4 years ago, this video was made. Y'all check it out.
South Africa formally joining the group in 2010, the idea that the BRICS members are set in stone is up for debate, and many other countries have been knocking on the door, such as Turkey, with its President Erdogan.
I'm sorry, y'all.
And suggesting that the group could change its name to BRICS and allow his country to join. But perhaps the acceptance of South Africa in 2010 is puzzling in itself, with more populous and faster emerging economies in Africa such as Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Egypt.
Everybody trying to join Egypt, Ethiopia, all the tethers trying to join. Let's get it. We ain't gonna skip past this Turkey part, because I believe that's why they ran. That's why they ran in Haiti. Haiti is probably considering joining BRICS. Y'all going to put an H on the back of that dude.
With South Africa formally joining the group in 2010, the idea that the BRICS members are set in stone is up for debate, and many other countries have been knocking on the door, such as Turkey, with its President Erdogan suggesting that the group could change its name to BRICS and allow his country to join. But perhaps the acceptance of South Africa in 2010 is puzzling in itself, with more populous and faster emerging economies in Africa such as Nigeria, Ethiopia and Egypt perhaps being better suited to assume the responsibility of being the group's presence in Africa. That said, whichever nation is invited or accepted to join the group in the future, it will most likely be another emerging economy and regional power, therefore leaving the door open to many countries such as Indonesia, Mexico and Nigeria. However, enlarging the group could cause more harm than good, as not all nations get along. This is evident even within the five-nation group.
I'm going to let you in on the best time of year to save money. Are you ready?
Okay, this nigga with this long ass beard and I'm popped up. That's letting me know that we probably need to end the screen real quick and then start it over. So I'm gonna end the screen real quick, start it over, maybe run to the store or whatever real quick, man. But peace and blessings to the tribe, like, share, and subscribe, man. They said it, and I'm speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching Telescope Channel. I appreciate you all coming through, man, and watch this with me. Bust down all of these facts, man. But we're gonna get more in depth. The link gonna always be there for the tribe to come through. I appreciate you guys, man. I hope that y'all family is safe. I hope that you guys have a productive and a prosperous day. And God bless you all, man.